I'm geeking out loud while you sneak around. See, I'm the one they speaking about. This key blast to throw you in the air and spin your feet around. We geeking out loud. I put the cartridge in the system and I'm hitting everybody in existence. Came to get it all. You see the writing on the wall. If I'm Naruto in the water, then I'm Sasuke before the fall. Luffy after the hockey. I'm Zoro drinking the sake. Try to fight me, I get Brocky like we Spiros and Brawley. You gon' need the HMs, the TM. I said I'm trying to hit. She said ditto in the DM. She reaching, I'm preaching. Attack of the Titans. I went colossal on the weekend. Colossus with the X-Men. I'm Wolverine, I'm a weapon. I'm hotter than everybody. I dedicated the body. You hardly outside. We geeking, you never started.
There we go. Hey, what's up, geeks and nerds? It's your boy Dr. Geekly here.
Hi, and I'm Mixnia.
And today we are talking about one of the MCU's newest shows coming out on Disney Plus is Vision Quest and the surprisingly return of Ultron.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, look, I'm not gonna lie right now. It's like Ultron is one of my favorite Marvel villains. It's like he's one of how do I say this? He's trying to do a good cause, but in a wrong way. It's like he sees humans as flawed, and but he's programmed to be good and protect the world, but he has a twisted way of doing it. Hard to explain, but it's hard to explain. But you guys,
he thinks people are flawed. He thinks that people should be annihilated. Basically, like there's no purpose.
I mean, yeah, he's a good motive for a villain. Like he's straight up a good villain. That's how I best I can explain it.
I agree.
And
for sure.
But no, like before we get to this, how did you feel when you watched like WandaVision? And oh, by the way, there are gonna be spoilers for WandaVision, but if you haven't seen it by now, then I don't know what to tell you.
It's been out for a while, guys.
Oh my god, it's like maybe a year or two now, but yeah, it's like I heard even Scarlet Witch.
Beginning of the pandemic.
Yes, that's one of the highlights of the pandemic.
Yeah, like that was a while ago.
But yeah, it's like how do I say this? When I watched WandaVision, I did not know how to feel about it at first. It's like, but I don't think anyone did because it was really random, like time skips and everything, and like time phases.
Yeah,
it's like I did too. It was different, but I'm just saying, it's like I realized the first theme of the WandaVision was I Love Lucy, I think it is.
Yeah, it was like each episode at first was like a different decade of sitcoms because we later learned that sitcoms were the main thing that her and her family would watch because they didn't really have anything else. They just watched old VHS tapes. And no comment to anyone who doesn't know what a VHS tape is. Google it.
Google knows everything. It's like, bro,
Google knows everything. No one's about to explain that if you're that young.
I'm not explaining that. But anyways, like I also before we get the meme, right before we were getting on, I literally seen where it was showing Deadpool looking at Ultron, saying, "Who the hell carry a body?"
Wait, which part? Like,
where Ultron was like, "This is the best I can do," and it just showed Deadpool looking up, and he's like, "Who the hell gave Siri a body?"
Oh, I have not seen that, but that's hilarious. Not Siri though.
No, but it definitely ain't Siri. But no, it's like I think, and I'm gonna go for one of my theories already. I think Ultron is around because he's in dormant. Because if you remember Spider-Man: Homecoming. And when he was like getting the damage control, like ship or whatever, he literally he pulled out Ultron's head, but it was inactive. So
yeah,
and it confirmed he's a code and it's like an AI. So you had to destroy all parts for him to be completely destroyed. But what if he ain't destroyed? He's in dormant and hiding, and if he get turned on, he's back to the way he was.
I heard that it's a fan theory, of course. But I heard it was possible that Tony saved like the head or the face of that Ultron first used for his body, and that maybe like his consciousness or something is like on a chip or something in there or whatever.
Ah,
Yeah, so
yeah.
he's like there in his sight because we saw that in Deadpool and Wolverine, the part where he went to the sacred timeline and was talking to
Mm-hmm.
Happy. Happy was at Iron Man's desk, and you could
Yep.
see that helmet or face or whatever the fuck, like in the
Yeah.
background as one of the Easter eggs. So that's an
I
interesting
don't.
hypothesis that maybe he's just right there, but someone got to it. I don't know.
Or also, I heard a fan theory saying, okay, you remember the scene in Age of Ultron, where Ultron he was in the process of transferring his consciousness to Vision.
Yeah,
Okay, so he didn't get to completely do it fulfilled, but what if some of
yeah,
his personality was already in him?
already there. Yeah, which is leading some
It's
people
like
to think that like, are we gonna actually see Ultron like physically, or is he gonna be like in Vision's head
corrupting Vision.
because
Yeah.
he's there? Like, there's so many ways this
Oh,
could play
yeah.
out. I'm excited. I'm excited for this. I'm so excited for this.
Exactly. It's like, I mean, here's the thing, and I've also thought this. I didn't think we'd get a Vision series before this. I thought the next time we seen Vision would be in the Thunderbolts before we actually seen the roster.
Interesting. I mean, I knew there
We,
was gonna be a Vision Quest. Apparently, that's not the name they're going with. They're still
yeah.
deciding that. But Vision Quest sounds cool. I don't know. I heard
I mean,
lots of different things. Like I heard he's probably gonna like make his little Vision family like he did in the comics.
yep, and we'll get one of the young Avengers, Vision.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh,
Doesn't she get
and
off though? I don't know.
well, apparently most of the family dies, and like, cause some of them
Mm,
turn evil or corrupt or something like that,
yeah.
and
Hmm.
but yeah, it's like, what if? And here's another thing: what if when Vision is creating a family, I heard a theory. It's like Ultron kind of takes over and he starts corrupting his and putting like a little virus of his own in them,
Okay. All right.
and
I
it's
like
like
where
it
that's
transfers and
going.
spreads, and it like yeah, and then Vision has to. And that's going to be a lot more dramatic for Vision because he has to take down his family.
Yeah, basically. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
here's the thing: I want a few things I want to see in Ultron when he come back is a new form for him. If he ain't corrupting Vision in the head, or like him seeing him everywhere and like telling him being like that devil on his shoulder type deal.
Hmm.
I want to see him in a new form. Like there's so many variants that we've seen in the comics and in media, like the What If Ultron,
Yeah.
like something like that, but not as OP. But yeah,
That was crazy. That
it
was
was crazy. But
crazy. Was that the
but it
one where
shows you
him
how
and Hank Pym were like together?
that one is. That's one of the variants, yeah, because they fused,
Okay.
and that was scary for real. It's like,
Yeah,
and
when
then
he
there's
returned
one
back to the Earth and ooh, it was
and then
yeah.
there's one where he actually becomes Galactus, like he makes his own suit, and then
Okay.
there's one where he basically let's see, there's What If Ultron, there's Gladiator Ultron, there's Age of Ultron's, well Ultron. Uh, that one is one of the darkest Marvel storylines. I recommend that comic by the way. It's like he basically takes over the whole world. He goes back in time, takes over and takes down Avengers, and
Okay.
yeah, he like yeah, the whole world's a dystopian of machines,
Okay. I
and
love
it's like a
how
bunch of. Oh, go
sorry.
ahead.
I love
Oh, go
how
ahead.
like one of the predictions or hypotheses I've seen about it is what if the actual title is the true Age of Ultron or something like that.
Wait, what's the True Age of Ultron?
The Vision Quest. But it's not
Oh
because
yeah,
that's the unofficial title. It's not gonna be called Vision Quest. We don't know what it's gonna be called
yeah,
yet.
yeah.
But wouldn't it be
But
interesting
no,
if it was the true Age of Ultron?
that'd be badass. It would.
Yeah.
Here's another thing that I realized: Ultron, when he comes back, it's like, how do I say this? He's gonna come back at an interesting time because he's gonna want to know what all happened. Because, like, think about it: the Avengers are dead, basically, and disassembled. The blip
Yeah.
is still affecting people to this day,
Yeah,
and
in different ways. So many
and it's
ways.
like and it's like even though we're not even in Infinity Saga anymore, it's still affecting people. And it's like,
Yeah,
and okay, so we got Blip, no more Avengers, no more Tony. So
Tony's dead.
he's gonna take his opportunity at this point.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
I mean, well,
well,
isn't Ultron like technically both of his parents are Tony and Bruce?
I
They
mean,
were
yeah, but
together.
I mean,
I
yeah,
mean, he
I
would
can see
probably
that.
still take a chance, but like his other dad's still there.
I mean, yeah, but I don't think he's gonna do much against Professor Hulk's gonna do much against Ultron. But
I don't know. Probably
uh,
also with the special effects, they're probably not gonna like
no,
allow that to
I
happen.
hope not. I really hope not.
They're gonna be like,
Uh,
yeah, no, we don't have the budget for
no.
that.
Did you know in the comics Ultron was actually made out of adamantium, not vibranium?
I feel like I knew that, but I'm also not surprised considering technically adamantium has not been in the MCU. It's coming in a
It's
movie
coming,
coming
yeah,
out next year. So yeah,
yeah,
it's in it, but technically we have not played that out yet. And when Age of
exactly,
Ultron was a thing, all we knew about was vibranium.
yeah.
So
But
that's
no,
why.
it's like
But yeah.
I do feel like Ultron's gonna come after, like, because Ultron, no, not Ultron, Vision, he's gonna try to find a purpose, and
Yeah.
either Ultron gonna might be the key to that. He might either humanize them or corrupt them,
Hmm. Mm.
and it's like he might look for Ultron for answers, and Ultron's gonna take the opportunity and try to corrupt Vision. I feel
Mm. Okay.
like you see where I'm going with this.
Kind of a little bit.
Yeah, like he's gonna look at Ultron like, okay, he was the creator of Vision,
Okay.
and yeah, like Ultron's gonna like, I don't know, like Ultron gonna be like trying to tell him like I understand what you're going through and stuff like he's gonna try to
Hmm.
convince him on his side. And
Okay. I guess
but yeah,
I gotta see how that plays out.
I'm about to say like I don't know, it might be he might think that Ultron's a key somehow. That's what I'm trying to say.
Hmm. Okay. I mean, I could see that
And
because I
Ultron,
think because
say
I
what?
think like in WandaVision after they were having their nice little discussion about the ship of Theseus and
Yep.
how much really is the ship and how much isn't and all that shit. And then realize they're
Yeah.
both Vision. Just one has the memories to some extent and one
And
has
one's the
the
actual
body.
body.
And then they like learn from each
Fuse.
other or whatever.
They basically
And
fuse.
basically. And so now Spectral Vision, White Vision, whatever you want to call him, I think one of the things they saw was Ultron. So yeah, he probably might try to figure things out about that along the
He
way. I
might
don't
try
know.
to.
It's very
He might.
interesting.
Well, he's in the puzzle. I feel like so. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I feel like because Vision was originally created to be Ultron's final form and purest of forms, so I feel like he is going to try to
Hmm.
come after him.
Yeah. I did like that episode of What If where Vision's body never became Vision, but did become Ultron, and then
That's what I'm
started like
saying.
having all the different oh started
That
having
could be
all
what
the
he's trying to
Infinity
do.
Stones. Oh my gosh.
That could
And
be
he
him with
killed
just out the
Thanos like
Infinity
that.
Stones, bro. That kind of made me mad. I'm like, bro, if that's accurate. You told me Vision all he had to do was just use a beam on him.
I mean, maybe.
Yeah. Ultron though, like you gotta admit, if they would have done Ultron right in Age of
Hmm.
Ultron, he would might have been a better villain than Thanos. Because
Yeah.
Thanos, he tried to like people kind of understand where Thanos is coming from, but not Ultron really. Like, because Thanos is doing it for like in a way a good cause, like half in a universe,
Hmm.
so he can like help all of humanity. In the comics now, that's a different story. But no, I'm saying
Hmm.
MCU, and
Yeah.
but Ultron though, he's only doing it because he feels like humans are flawed and they need to be wiped out. I mean, that's
Yeah.
basically it.
Yeah. Entirely.
So I mean, agree that Ultron could have been a better villain than Thanos if they'd done him right?
Yeah, I feel like if they gave him more time, really, because it was like he showed up and then he was gone. Like, I mean, there was action sequences in the middle, of course, but it was just like, yeah, there could have been more done. And there
Yeah,
probably
it's
is
like,
more that's coming. We'll see what they finally do with that. We'll see. We have our hypotheses.
so
We just know he's gonna be in it, and we know
yeah, but
Elizabeth Olsen is returning to the MCU as well, although we don't know how. Although someone said
exactly.
that what if because in the comics doesn't Vision make his little family like using Wanda's like brain waves or
Brainwaves,
something?
yep.
Yeah, so what if like she's returning as his robot wife, but like, her
Uh,
countenance, but it's not her. It's yeah,
I mean, technically that could work. I mean, she'll technically be in MCU still, so.
yeah. She'll just be playing a different
But
character.
no, it's like, what do you? I'll ask this: what do you hope happens with him returning?
I don't even know. I feel like it's gonna be something very interesting, like some
Yeah,
science stuff and some action stuff. But
science stuff,
also
action stuff.
but also like I don't remember if we said it at the beginning or not. But this is a part of a trilogy with WandaVision being first, Agatha All
Agatha all
Along
along.
coming next, and that's coming in October, November, if I'm not mistaken, or is it
I
September?
think it's no, it's September. It's September
September.
15th.
It's right before Halloween, but not in the Halloween month. There we go. It's in September. Whoa, that's next month. Oh crap! It's about to be September. It's coming soon. Anyway, so WandaVision, Agatha All Along, and then Vision Quest, because we still don't know the actual title. We're just gonna call it whatever we feel like calling it for now. Someone might
Exactly.
just call it White Vision. Someone just might call it the True Age of Ultron. I don't know, but
I like
I'm
True Age of
excited to see
Ultron
where that
better.
goes. Doesn't that sound cool? They better do that, or I'm gonna be so upset.
um, like we're getting our hopes up now that it's a True Age of
Yeah,
Ultron, and now we're gonna be like, what is that? But no,
yeah,
all I hope for is they do him right and they make him more menacing than they did in the
yeah,
last movie. And what I really hope is they don't do what they do with most villains is make them soft. Because like, look,
mm,
Baron Zemo, he was menacing at first, and then they kind
mm,
of made him more silly and human and playful. Loki, he was cold hearted, and look what he did. He got a redemption arc. No, I don't
yeah.
want Ultron to have
I
a
like
redemption
Loki
arc.
though. No, Ultron
I
doesn't
mean,
need a redemption arc.
no,
Loki's another
I don't want.
story. I like Loki. I like how that
Okay,
went.
okay, but you
Loki
get what I'm saying about Baron Zemo, though.
a little bit. I didn't really know of him in the comics, honestly. Like when I
Well, he
first
was in
saw
the
him,
car. He was in the Age of not Age of Ultron, the Avengers cartoon at
yeah,
one point.
yeah. And I know he made
Yep,
a cameo in X-Men '97.
yep.
Yeah,
But
but I don't recognize him
no.
looking like that. I'm
But you get what I'm saying though. Sometimes the
yeah.
MCU kind of softens villains up after a while.
Describe his character from the comics, because I'm sure not
All right,
everyone that's watching this has read it.
all right. Like for instance, are you talking about Loki or Baron Zemo?
Baron Zemo.
Okay, Baron Zemo. He had what they call it, the League of Villains or something like that. Like yeah, like he had his own kind of variant of the Avengers that he took on, and like he was one of the leaders of the Thunderbolts. That's one of his team at one point. Another team was like the League of Villains, and he took on the Avengers quite a few times. He literally shows you how messed up he is. He ripped up Captain America's only picture of his mother in front of him.
That's mean.
You're like, that's
That's mean. That's so mean. I don't even know what to say.
yeah.
That's just mean. I don't mean to smile because that's fucked up. But it's also like, really? Of all the things, that's what you think about?
That was the
God
first thing
damn.
about my mind, so I'm going with it. I'm going with that. But
God
no,
damn. But that probably
but
really hurt his feelings. That's something he can never
that's what
get
I'm
back.
saying. You should have seen the
It's
panel.
fucked up. It's the simplest thing, but it's also so fucked up.
He said, "You don't need this, do you?" And he's like, "Please, that's the only one to have on records."
not nice.
right? That's not nice.
That's
We're
so
terrible people.
diabolical. That's so villainous. That's not nice. I was
But
not
yeah,
expecting that, but that's still not nice.
I mean, there's a lot of things he done, but that's the first thing that like popped in my mind was he ripped up his mother's picture.
Oh my gosh, that's not
But
nice.
no, but no, he did do the Thunderbolts and
Okay.
just different things. And
Okay.
but no, Loki, like when he first showed up, he was cool too. Like, well, in the MCU, he's more lighthearted. Either way, even when he first was showed, but in
Yeah.
comics, he was more like evil. You know what I'm saying?
Mm. I kind of get it. I guess. Hmm. Yeah. A little bit. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, like I don't know. He was a snake, basically. That's what he was. He was a snake.
I mean, he's a trickster, so I would put it in that category. I
Yeah.
mean, his
Uh,
main thing isn't like goodwill for towards all, but uh, I
yeah,
also
but
feel
we
like there's
always
probably worse characters at the same time. But,
also I've showed you this mix, but anyone that didn't know, there was an Age of Ultron concept where they were going to show in a movie at the end instead of a bunch of minions, they were going to show a bunch of minions forming together to make a giant Ultron, like super bots, like
I hated
Megazord at
it.
one point. Yeah,
I
yeah. She
hated it.
told me they told me straight up, I hate that. I'm like,
I hate it. Because it
you're like,
looked
I'm
like
glad.
a blob. It looked like a giant blob. It looked like the type of shit they thought up when they were like, yeah, nanotechnology back in 90s cartoons. It was just weird. And I don't like it.
Yeah,
I don't like
yeah.
it.
Like, but we did good with Age of Ultron. But here's the thing: there's a second time around, they could do it a lot better.
Mhm.
Like with Ultron
Oh,
coming
for
back.
sure. Yeah.
But what Mick said about him, like in his consciousness and everything, like maybe dormanting around and like I don't know, kind of trying to corrupt Vision, that would be badass.
For sure.
But
For
no,
sure.
it's like, I mean, cause think about it, Vision. If we've seen what he could be like if he's really menacing, and what if he could be the
Yeah.
mass destruction weapon, and that's what Sword tried to do
Yeah.
in WandaVision. So I mean,
Yeah.
but
Basically.
no, I don't know what all will happen, but I'm really hyped up for Ultron coming back. Either way, like
Yeah.
either if physically or programmed mentally, I don't care. As long as we got some Ultron, I'm good, and
Yeah.
it's confirmed. So yeah,
Yeah. Like the voice actor
and I,
is confirmed and everything. Like,
I hope Scarlet Witch is in it, even if she is not Scarlet Witch, Elizabeth Olsen.
hmm hmm
And it would be interesting to see Ultron or Vision's kids in it.
hmm And then
But
some were
no,
saying they're not sure if Elizabeth Olsen is coming back as the Scarlet Witch, like in for sure in Agatha All Along, or whatever the case may be.
well, she will be referenced, obviously, but yeah,
Yeah, which we definitely know from the previews and stuff.
yeah,
But
and it's
yeah.
like, but it's gonna be good too.
hmm
It's all gonna be good in general. I thought I can really
Yeah.
say on that. I'm looking forward to the true Age of Ultron. We're gonna call it that still, and I'm just looking forward to that. And I know you are too, Mix.
Yes, I am. Yes,
Because
I
look,
am.
straight up, we were talking about what our next episode would be. Straight up, let's talk about Ultron. Oh, like in this group
Yeah.
chat, we're like, what? You're like, Ultron, he's coming back. Let's talk about that. It's
Yeah. Yeah.
like straight up, and it's like, I mean, yeah. Either way, it'll be good. But
Yeah. So many
anyways,
people are fans of him, so this is a really good move on Marvel's part.
exactly, and it's like they want him to be done right.
Yeah,
So it's gonna be. They got a shot here. They need to take it. They just need to do it very carefully and not be too confident and cocky. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
But
Ooh,
no,
random
it's
thought. What
mhm.
if Ultron, we don't know how long he'll appear. So like,
Yeah.
okay, so they're starting to go towards him in Vision Quest, the true age of Ultron, whatever. Okay, but what if he still ends up staying like once the time by the time they're in like, Doomsday and Secret Wars and Ancient
Yeah,
Battle.
that would make sense. And also, a fun fact, in the battle world in Secret Wars, one of the worlds in that battle world, one of the territories was Age of Ultron's Earth.
Mm, okay. All right.
So maybe I don't even know how he'd feel if he's seen Doctor Doom, but because I don't think Ultron knows about variants, so he's gonna look at Doctor Doom like Tony
I
Stark.
mean, technically he's connected to the whole internet. Like he probably, even if he doesn't know the actual term, I'm sure he has an idea of all the theoretical stuff about it. Like
Okay, yeah, makes sense.
as long as he can
Yeah,
connect to the web, like he'll
yeah,
know
and he
all.
and he is like basically has the smarts of Tony Stark and Bruce Banner.
Yeah, I mean they're his daddies,
Yeah, and he's like, Dad?
basically.
He's gonna be like, Dad?
Which is so weird because technically Vision is their grandchild.
Yeah, and that's gonna be weird too, seeing him if he come back in Secret Wars too. It's gonna be really weird. It's gonna be weird for everyone seeing Doctor Doom. Just saying that. But
Yeah.
no, I feel like Doctor Doom and Ultron. I don't know if they crossed over in the comics, but I'm saying if they do it in MCU, it's gonna be an interesting talk.
Yeah, for sure.
But
I'm so
no,
excited. I can't wait. I
I
can't wait
I,
for
I
all
am
these
too.
projects. Oh my gosh. Can't
Exactly.
wait.
Geeking out.
Yeah.
But no, we also next week, I we might. Well, I'm gonna be talking about and reviewing one of the Comic Cons I'm going to, Dragon Con Atlanta. But also, Mix, we might be talking about Sonic 3
Okay.
because
Okay. We gotta watch that.
Keanu Reeves,
It's
I'm
gonna
about to
be
say Keanu
Shadow.
Reeves, yes, and
Yeah,
that's
that's exciting.
perfect.
Yeah. I can't wait to see how
I
that
mean,
goes.
can think about it. Idris Elba's Knuckles. That was perfect casting too, in my opinion.
Yeah. I love it. Love it.
Yep. And I just thought of this. Someone told me at work. It was like basically Sonic is Dragon Ball. No joke. And hear me out.
Yeah, they're very
Shadow is
similar.
Vegeta.
Yeah, I know.
Uh, Knuckles and Piccolo. Sonic and
Yep.
Goku, obviously. 7 Dragon Ball, 7 Chaos
Hmm.
Emeralds, Super Sonic,
Yeah.
Super Saiyan. See, it's basically that, only animals.
It's very similar. You're not wrong. And it doesn't help that Sonic came out a year or two after DBZ. So I
Oh,
don't
I
know
didn't
how
even
they'll
realize that. Oh,
escape
God.
the the allegations, but it's definitely looking like they copied each well, one copied the
They
other.
copy. Yeah. But,
Yeah. We'll
anyways,
see
we
soon.
are, yeah, either way, we are excited about Ultron's coming back and for Vision. We're excited for all of it. I'm glad they didn't put this on the back burner and just cancel this because there's so much
Yeah.
potential in this show.
Hmm. For sure, for sure.
And yeah, because I didn't know if we'd ever get to see Vision after he left Westview, but we got confirmed
Mm,
he will. He will return. So yeah,
yeah.
and
I'm
maybe we
excited.
might see the West Coast Avengers at the end.
Yeah. Possibly. Because, yeah,
And
Vision was on the West Coast Avengers, right?
yeah, he's one of the founders of it. It's like also
Yeah.
Wonder Man was too, but yeah.
Mm. I'm
And
still waiting for that show.
I am too because like they have a rivalry over Scarlet Witch's heart. It's like because Scarlet Witch likes them both in the comics,
Okay.
and it's like I don't know. But anyways, we are at the end of the episode, and we will talk more later. All right, Mix.
All right.
And everyone, make sure don't tell us what you are excited for Vision Quest, True Age of
Mm-hmm.
Ultron, whatever, and don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment. And we'll be back next
All
week.
that. For sure.
All right.
Bye.
All right. Bye, everyone.